and two other players that I really thought stood out, I've got no problems giving Endo a 10. And I just want to say how hard it is as well for a player who doesn't play at all hardly to step in like that and play out of position. And I know Endo can play centre back, but he's a DM by trade. And I'm not going to lie, he hasn't let us down once this season. He's been so dependable. And I get it. We might not have had the same.
He hasn't played much.
No, I know, but even just little, because you know, Smudge, yeah, you can step on the pitch for 5-10 minutes, but you can still make a catastrophic error that could make some type of. He's dependable, bro. That's one thing I will say about him. He might not start games, but when we need him, he always shows up. I'll be real with you, especially this season. So, Endo for me was a boss. 10.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You know what's crazy? That I'm seeing the chat, and I'm saying things like he gave the ball away a few times. I'm like, yo, y'all be nitpicking. You know when it's like over 90 minutes, if you give the ball away a couple times.
He did, if I'm not mistaken, he did give the ball away for the goal. The reason why I've not marked him down for that though is because he did so many other good things around it. And I do think the goal could have still been avoided even though he gave the ball away.
I think anyone who's not going to acknowledge just how seamless he stepped into this role that Slot gave him very specifically, because I will say right now, we ain't seen anybody this season play that role. Maybe Grav to a degree down to 10 men in the Fulham game.
Against Fulham.
But generally speaking, that role there is almost like something Slot's just pulled out the bag. We didn't even know he had that in the bag.
Brother, Slot invented.
Endo just stepped in and just done that role. Do you know what I mean? Brilliantly.
Endo was a madman, possessed. I'll be real.
Mistakes he made during the time, he's been asked to do some random role. Do you know?
I don't know the stats, but he probably. I'm gonna say on record, it looked like he watching the game. He made the most interceptions. To me, do you know what he done today? It's like Slot invented a new kind of thing. He was a false centre back that was inverted. I kid you not, bro. Because in the first half, he was centre back. Then when we attacked in transition, my man would just move to DM. Then he was just full back when he was needed on the defensive end. Bruv, Endo was a boss tonight, man.
And I just want to point out, he's only played 168 minutes before today. Do you know how rusty he's supposed to be? 168 minutes. You're not supposed to be able to pull out a performance like that when you've only played the equivalent of a game and a half this season.
Facts.
In terms of the minutes that you've played. We're halfway through the season, guys, and he's only played the equivalent of a game and a half in minutes, and he pulls out a performance like that. All hell Endo today, man. Guy was a G today. I don't care what anyone says.
Brilliant today. Absolutely brilliant.
Endo played as a traditional sort of defensive midfield and put in a brilliant shift as well. It was the best of Endo doing an Endo, in that he was great in the tackle, he was physical, he was determined, he was doing things actually not just like sweeping in front of the back 3/4. He was going and being front foot aggressive, so he was actually winning the ball back and putting their players under pressure in their half, and that's what he's actually really, really good at. He's not like a traditional anchor man in that regard. He can go and do those kind of things, sort of front foot defensive actions as well. So it was great to see a very Endo-like performance. We do love him, don't we? You know, but I love players of that experience and that caliber who can just come in and you know, barely kicks a ball for us, comes in, puts in a shift like that. Great to see.